In a neighborhood not far away lived twin Russian tortoises named David and Donald. Their home was a lovely single-story terrarium. Russian tortoises are much smaller than their giant cousins, the Galapagos tortoises. In fact, a Galapagos tortoise poop would be bigger than either David or Donald. Even though they were Russian tortoises, they could not speak Russian. Donald maybe a little. Usually David and Donald stayed indoors, but on occasion they were let outside to roam the backyard, to eat the dandelions, and to hide in the tall grass. One day the owner came to take them back inside, but he found only one tortoise in the yard. One tortoise was gone. It was David. The owner and Donald searched everywhere but could not find the pet tortoise. They posted signs around the neighborhood, hoping that someone might spot David. Unlike turtles, tortoises can't swim. They are land reptiles with a heavy shell and would drown in deep water. Where did David go? He had wandered into the garden where he met some rabbits eating the plants. He tried to keep up with them, but they were too fast and soon they hopped away. Everyone knows tortoises can't move fast. Soon David met a squirrel who was gathering nuts and berries. He enjoyed following the squirrel until she decided to climb a nearby tree. Everyone knows tortoises can't climb trees. Next he met a robin hunting for worms. Tortoises are great diggers, and David thought he might be able to help. So he began burrowing into the ground. When he stopped to look up, the robin had flown away. Everyone knows that tortoises can't fly. David was all alone and it was getting late, so he decided to go home. But where was home? David was lost. Nightfall was approaching, and things get scary at night for small tortoises. David tucked himself inside his shell and went to sleep. The next day he continued to wander. The more David wandered, the more lost and afraid he became. Donald missed David. This wasn't the first time one of the twins had wandered off, but each time he was found hiding close by. This time felt different. This time felt like forever. Everybody in the neighborhood had been looking for the lost tortoise, the mail person, the paper boy, even the bow-legged lady with fleshy ankles. Nobody could find David. Donald and his owner hoped some nice boy or girl might find David and take good care of him until he could be returned. A whole month went by and there was no sign of David. The posters had all come down and many people had forgotten about him. Early one morning, David was awakened by scratching sounds coming from outside his shell, and from inside he could see a big, wet nose. It was a dog! A dog had found him. David had traveled almost half a block away. That's like 236 tortoise miles. The dog's owner checked to see what all the fuss was about. She had seen the signs and knew what it was. It was a tortoise named David, and she knew exactly where to take him. Soon there was a knock, knock, knock at the door. When David's owner answered, there was the neighbor lady holding him. What a fabulous surprise! David's owner was happy to have his tortoise back. Donald was happy to have his twin buddy back. David was happy to be home once again. And the neighbor's dog was happy to be rewarded with a large turtle. No, make that a large tortoise ice cream sundae. It's the same as a turtle sundae, but with extra caramel. David learned a valuable lesson and promised never to wander away again. But everyone knows tortoises love to wander.